This is bad for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, or Black Ops 6 is in trouble, or Black Ops 6 is already falling apart. All titles that I've seen on YouTube before the game is even launched. And I don't think that's a bad thing per se, but I think it's indicative of what is going on within the Call of Duty community and what people have come to expect when it comes to a new Call of Duty game. Today, I'm going to be going over the things that I think are bad for Call of Duty Black Ops 6, but also go over what has been going on in the Call of Duty community over the last couple of days, addressing what I agree with, what I disagree with, and everything in between. Now, this is more so kind of the video that I do on my second channel, which there's actually going to be a video that I link down below that is going to go over this, and I watch the videos, that kind of thing. But if you want to check out more of my content, more of this kind of things discussing the gaming and Call of Duty community as a whole, check out my second channel, link down below. But anyway, what the heck am I talking about? So this started actually a couple days ago with someone by the name of Mr. Raffle Waffles, or Milo. First of all, Milo makes great videos. He goes very in depth and talks about things that I definitely think need to be talked about. But he made a video called "This Could Be Bad for Call of Duty Black Ops 6." And as you can see in the thumbnail, it says Black Ops 6 is in trouble. Now, this was the video that I watched on my second channel, and I'm just going to go later into this video. Essentially, Milo was talking about two different things. The first of which was Call of Duty Black Ops 6 being always online. I will address that in a minute. The second part is about the way Activision is monetizing Black Ops 6, and again, we will get to that. But he made this video, and at the time, everything that was coming out in conjunction with Black Ops 6 was super positive, my channel included. Everyone was like, oh my god, this game is absolutely amazing. This looks incredible. This is what we've been waiting for in Call of Duty. That's what everyone's saying. And then Milo comes out and said, whoa, this could be bad. So already that's going to draw some attention. And on top of that, a lot of people are saying, well, he wasn't completely negative about the game, and he wasn't in that video. He was telling people his concerns for the game. But if he was just like, this could make Black Ops 6 better or something along those lines, the video wouldn't get any views. If you make YouTube videos or watch people's content, you have to know that what you are clicking, the thumbnail and title, are generally going to be exaggerations of what you are actually watching. The important part to me is the content inside of what you are clicking is relevant, and on top of that is good and gives some sort of feedback, commentary, or just some sort of entertainment in conjunction with that title and thumbnail. Now, going back to Milo's video. So as far as the always online stuff, always online sucks. If you don't have an internet connection, you are not going to be able to play the game. And apparently it is campaign, zombies, and multiplayer that always will be required to be online. Now, he does go into this in this video. It's just people didn't listen, I guess. He says why it has to be that way. There is something called texture streaming or online texture streaming that makes it so that your box that you are using, whether that be PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, your box, I just realized what that sounds like. But anyway, back to my point, your box, it can only handle so much computing, especially if you're on like PlayStation 4 or older gen consoles. Even on PCs, the type of game that Call of Duty is running, the amount of people that are on screen, the amount of zombies, the amount of textures, the amount of visuals, are very difficult to handle. So if they do this online texture streaming, what they can do is up the graphics, up the quality of the game without putting more and more stress on that box and causing it to crash. So it improves the game as a whole, also reducing the file size of the game. We'll come back to that. And on top of that, it makes it so it's always online. That's the downside to it. So the good thing of it is you may have heard, oh, this is like a 310 gigabyte game. Well, no, that's Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6 all in conjunction with one. Imagine how big that would be if you actually had to download all of those textures. Now, Milo goes in and he then explains, well, the problem with this is, what if 5 years from now, nobody's playing this game and I want to go back and play some Black Ops 6 zombies and they take the servers down, I'm just screwed. That game that I played for is essentially useless. And for the most part, I agree with that, except for one thing. Right now, there are probably about 6 people playing Call of Duty 3. Call of Duty 3 is like 20 years old and the servers are still online. Call of Duty is maybe shady in many ways, but one way that they're not is they've never took down their servers for a game, at least to my knowledge. So really not something we have to worry about with Call of Duty. Now, what if your internet goes out? You're in the middle of a big zombies game and your internet goes out. That freaking sucks. And that's a problem that they should address and try to find a solution to. What it is, I don't know, but internet sucks like half of the time, so that's bad. Now, the other thing that he talks about in this video, the one that I actually very strongly disagree with, and Milo, if you would like to make a video with me, talk about it, more than willing to. I just disagree with your opinion on it. So he says the why for doing this is give me more money. In other words, remember operators. So essentially what he goes into with that is, as we know with Black Ops 6 Zombies, you're gonna have a crew of 4 main operators. When you play as these operators, you can then get more story. In other words, if you play as another operator like Frank Woods or any of Ratcliffe, any of the other operators in multiplayer, you can do that if you want to, or if you buy a bundle, you can do that, but you're not going to get the same story while you are playing zombies. Okay, Milo goes in to say this takes away from the zombies experience and lessens the game as a whole. Well, where I disagree with that is what they are doing with zombies, in my opinion at least, discourages people to buy bundles. The reason why I say that is, say I play as Snoop Dogg inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, I'm not going to get the lore, the story, any of the voice lines, anything like that, unless I'm playing with the 4 main crew. So in other words, what is the point of buying operators if you're playing zombies if you get less of an experience when playing as those operators? In other words, I think this discourages actually spending money on the game, which in my opinion is a good thing. Don't worry, we are definitely not done yet. We haven't even got to my opinions, but there was more drama, if you want to call it that, surrounding Milo that we are going to go into, and it has to do with the trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So essentially, a couple of days ago, I believe June 11th, Charlie Intel tweeted, 2 days later, the Black Ops 6 reveal trailer passed 40 million views on the Call of Duty YouTube. It is now the second most watched reveal trailer on the Call of Duty channel. So if we take a look at this image here, we can see Infinite Warfare with 46, the music video, which I don't even know if we'll get into that, but 43 million, and then 40 for Black Ops 6. Now Black Ops 6 is at 55 million views and the most viewed video on the Call of Duty channel. Now, when he tweeted this, Milo responded saying, not to be a buzzkill, but much of these are paid views, no longer a comparable stat like it once was years ago. Okay, what on earth does he mean by that? So if we go to the Black Ops 6 reveal trailer, right now it has 55 million views, 120,000 likes, and 12,000 dislikes. By the way, pretty decent like to dislike ratio. However, what's off is for a video with 55 million views, this should have way more likes. Let me give you an example. The one everyone keeps going to is the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer. Everyone freaking hated the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer. This thing has 46 million views, 4 million dislikes, which is bananas, but 663,000 likes. So in other words, less views by like 10 million, and way more dislikes and way more likes still, which makes no sense. Like 6 times more likes, which is even more insane. Now, I think a more realistic view we can get of this is actually the Call of Duty Modern Warfare trailer. It has 40 million views, almost 700,000 likes, and 23,000 dislikes. So again, 15 million less views, but like almost 7 times the amount of likes that the Black Ops 6 trailer has. Now, why? Well, it's simple. Call of Duty paid for promotion on their video. This is a super common thing now for businesses, and it will always be like this. Does this mean less people are interested in Black Ops 6? No, I still think it's hugely popular. However, what it means is, say for example, you click on a YouTube video and all of a sudden the ad that starts playing is the trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. That counts as 1 view on their video. Say you're scrolling through the main page of YouTube and you see that video come up maybe more frequently than you normally would. That is probably paid for. In other words, Activision paid a bunch of money so that more people would see their trailer. This is incredibly normal. You know, when you watch like Summer Game Fest or anything like that, when people see those trailers, guess what? They paid for them to be up there. Every time you see one of these trailers, if it's not completely organic, you going to the channel, clicking on that video, almost every single time it is an inorganic view. And yes, those numbers are boosted. I'm guessing it's nowhere near 55 million, maybe 10, 15, and it probably would have been one of the most viewed Call of Duty trailers because it's probably one of the best Call of Duty trailers. But those numbers are 100% inflated. Now, because of this, Milo got a lot of hate. And I think that's dumb. All he was pointing out here is that, yeah, these numbers are inflated. You should probably know that. He wasn't saying the trailer was bad. He wasn't saying that the Infinite Warfare trailer is a better game or a better trailer. He was just saying that this is the way the numbers work now. Why be mad at that? Well, I think it's actually more indicative of anything that as to what is going on in the Call of Duty community as a whole. What do I mean by that? It's simple. Call of Duty is so used to getting hated on so much that the Call of Duty community doesn't know what to do when something good happens. I am not kidding about this. For the last 4 years, even like when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, that game was revolutionary. Call of Duty took a huge step when Modern Warfare 2019 came out. And a lot of people really liked it at first, but eventually it grew to be hated. The time to kill was off, the mini-maps were broken, doors sucked, millions of different reasons. And people started hating on it. And ever since then, it's got more and more hate. When do you see videos go up? I think I've made 2 in the last 2 years saying, this Call of Duty is amazing. They did something great. Almost never, for 2 reasons, because people have just grown to hate on Call of Duty. And number 2, it doesn't get any views, which is a big problem. Hence why Milo makes a video saying Black Ops 6 is in trouble. It gets like 400,000 views. Whereas if he would have made the video saying Black Ops 6 looks great, what, 40,000 views maybe? It's just the way the media works. It's been like that for a very long time. Again, you need to pay attention to the content in the actual video. Now, don't get me wrong. I think there's things that scare me about Black Ops 6. Skill-based matchmaking being too strong being one of them. Another one being the always online thing. It sucks for a lot of people and will cause problems. And then one thing that I have yet to mention is the movement. Now, I cannot talk about how the movement felt. I really liked the look of it, is what I can say. I think it will be a massive improvement for the movement of Call of Duty. However, a lot of people who play Call of Duty aren't us. They're not the people who go onto YouTube or Twitch and watch streams or watch videos. They are people who hop onto Call of Duty for an hour a day, enjoy their time doing it, and are very, very casual. Those are the people that skill-based matchmaking actually helps. And I would probably say that's about 90% of people that play Call of Duty, if not more. Because of this, I worry that when this movement is implemented, the skill gap is going to get much bigger. You are going to see players who are the top tier players be even better with this movement. I almost guarantee it. And I worry that players who only pick up the game for an hour a day, an hour a week, 2 hours a week will not be able to play this game because there's going to be too much of a skill gap. I worry that people will pick up this game and be like, why is everyone moving so fast? And be like, I'm out of here. We saw this with X Defiant, with the bunny hop, hippity hop movement that happened in X Defiant. It got nerfed, and it's because it added a skill gap. It also looked dumb and didn't really fit with the game. But anyway, that's beside the point. There's problems, and there's going to be problems. And how you fix it is you listen to the community as a whole. Both the veteran players who are going to take up a lot of the playtime and the casual players who are going to play it half as much. They have to take both into an account, and that is a huge problem for Black Ops 6. This is going to be a problem. So the two things of Call of Duty always being a hated on game and this brand new style of gameplay coming in Call of Duty scare me a little bit. Is it bad for the game? Probably, but they have to be careful of what feedback they listen to, and you as a consumer have to listen to what people are actually saying. Let me ask you a question right now. In this video, was I saying anything bad about Call of Duty Black Ops 6? Nope. I said, I like the way the new movement looks. I'm excited for it. I'm just worried how people are going to take it. I also said that the Call of Duty community bashes on COD like no one else. But one redeeming factor is even with Milo's little comments here, which again, we're not saying anything bad about Call of Duty. I saw more people come in and say, don't bash on this. It's not out. I'm excited for it. Things like that. I have not seen that in a Call of Duty game. Maybe ever. So that is a very positive thing. And maybe, just maybe, the Call of Duty community is moving in a more positive direction. That is a big maybe. But this was just a discussion, a very different video than I normally make. If you want to check out more videos like this, check out my second channel, link down below. Also, subscribe, turn notifications on. We got many more Call of Duty videos coming, especially before the launch, so stay tuned for that. And as always, Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this to us.